Not really sure how to begin this one. It's been a while since I've recorded a vlog. I'd like to be more active on the channel, but it's just not happening, busy with other things. Anyway, I've been not uploading on this channel for a while, and I wanted to do an update, kind of talk about what's been going on last few months or whatever. And yeah. Well, I've been doing this whole YouTube thing for a while now, and I'm trying different things all the time. I have my main channel, I've got the animation channel, and I've got this channel, and dividing up the time between all of them is always, it's always a bit of a challenge, trying to figure out like what's more deserving of your time. A lot of people don't really like the idea of it, but it is somewhat of a business venture. Certain things may have a better chance of producing income, so you kind of have to pivot towards those things. But I would like to do more vlog stuff. Hopefully I'll motivate myself to do it in the near future here. One thing is, like, summer has been ridiculous, man. Like, we got mosquitoes and stuff, and it's just no fun. Like, I can't really do much inside, and I don't really go out much, so it's kind of like I just come out into the yard to talk. And like, when the mosquitoes are bad, you can't do anything out in the yard, okay? I don't care how much bug spray you wear, which I don't like doing that, so I don't, which is why I just don't do anything. Anyway, let's get to the point of this video. A little bit of update. I don't know, like, I haven't gone through my vlogs to really see, but you may have seen my Doogie, my dog, in some of the previous vlogs that I've made. Not a whole lot probably, but she was the big golden one, the big fat one, kind of like, sort of like a lab looking dog, I guess. Well, like, she's had issues for years. I don't really know. I took her to the vet a couple of times, but I couldn't really get anything sorted out with it, and I couldn't really afford to pursue it too far. As long as, she kind of seemed like she was okay, I was just kind of letting her exist with it. It's like, that's kind of how it is when you're poor or whatever. You have health issues and you just try to ride them out the best you can, and if your pets have health issues, you try to do what you can for them, but hopefully if they're doing okay, they have to pretty much live the same way you do. So anyway, she had like a hip issue, but that wasn't too big of a thing. I don't know if it was like hip dysplasia or whatever, but anyway, one of the main issues that she had was like this leaking thing, and it's really hard to say. Again, I took her to the vet, but I couldn't really get much done with it because she was kind of uncooperative with them and stuff. So like, it seemed to be kind of like tied to certain foods when she ate, but at other times it seemed random. So it was really difficult to say, but she would just have this thing like where she leaked, and it would seem like urine, but at some points it would smell really bad. And like, there's certain conditions animals can get. I don't really feel like going into it. You can research it if you want. So there's just a number of considerations, like what's going on, like what exactly is this problem. But I tried to maintain it the best I could on my own. And anyway, so she was getting kind of up there along with one of our other dogs. They were both in like the 13-year-old range, which, dogs do live longer than that, but that's pretty getting up there for a dog, Anyway, they developed a couple more problems, and with limited budget of like trying to get veterinary help for a dog, especially a dog that's like that old, getting up there, it was hard to justify spending the money to get them more help. So after like a few weeks, even like months of trying to deal with the issues that were kind of escalating, my family and I eventually made the decision that, it would probably be best to just have them put down. And so that's what we did, and that was like towards the end of June, I think. I honestly can't remember exactly, but it was sometime in June. For better or for worse, I actually didn't have to do it myself. My parents had to, like, it was both dogs, so they just took both of them and had it done. I don't know how familiar whoever might be watching this video is with me and my channel, but as you can guess by the name, like, I have anxiety issues, so it was pretty intense, like, trying to deal with the prospect of this and the potential of having to deal with it, do it and stuff. So it was it was kind of a big relief to me that they were willing to do it for me, basically, but I also feel kind of like I dodged responsibility. I don't know. It is what it is, I guess, but yeah, both dogs had to be put down. You know, I had her since she was a puppy, and it was pretty rough. Like, I've heard people a lot of times, like, stories about having their pets put down, and you see, like, on the internet and stuff, comments like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I've always kind of been like, it's a dog. And like, I've always been aware that eventually something would have to happen. Like, every body dies, everything dies. But it's like, the emotional aspect, I guess, wasn't as real to me. We've had animals all throughout my life, and we've had dogs that died and things like that. And it was just, you know, I didn't really anticipate the emotional aspect of it, I guess. Because like, it doesn't really matter how much you reason things, how much you rationalize. It's like, it just is what it is, like, with your emotions. And that was like the first dog that I ever got that was like my dog, and I took care of her for the whole time, like, since she was a puppy. So it was pretty rough. It was a lot harder to deal with, a lot harder to cope with, I guess. I mean, it didn't like destroy me, I wouldn't say. But if that sounds heartless, I don't know. But it was a lot harder than I expected, just put it that way. Like, it's still a little bit difficult to talk about it now. Like, obviously I'm okay. It's just, again, like, I just expected, you know, just the logical, rational aspects to just be like, it had to be done, like, this is the thing, whatever, and like, it sucks, but you kind of have to just accept reality and do what you need to do. But again, you know, you can't always account for the emotional aspects of things, so it just happens, and it is what it is, and you just have to go through it and try to deal with it. But yeah, so that was one of the big things that has happened in recent months. Someone else's dog's barking. He doesn't like my story. Now I got mosquitoes coming after me. Oh God, I've overstayed my welcome. Interestingly enough, around that same time, I've experienced like the most success on YouTube that I have pretty much ever experienced, and that was with my animation channel. I've been experimenting with different things on that channel, trying to find like trends and cater to the trends with what kind of animations I'm making and things like that. And I actually had a video where that worked, and first video I've ever had that reached 1 million views, so that was pretty crazy. And like, just as far as views and even like money goes, like, that's the most success I've ever had on YouTube. And so like, seeing that happen and really needing that kind of thing to work out, I've been dedicating a lot more time to trying to capitalize on that and do similar type work. And YouTube's a big amorphous blob of algorithms that no one really understands, so far I haven't been able to replicate it, and I don't really know. It's one of those things, you don't know if you should wait longer and whether you deem it a success or not and try to rework things or what. Like, no one knows. Like, sometimes videos will like suddenly just hit success after they've been up for years. Some of them seem to just take off like right after they're uploaded. I don't know, but anyway, so it was kind of this bittersweet thing of like something really good happening and something really bad happening all like at the same time. Funnily enough, the video that took off was a wolf life animation, so it's kind of an animation that I've made about like a dog, a wolf, and like his hardships that he goes through and things like that. It's pretty somewhat emotional. Like, it's a kind of, it's basically cartoons for kids, you know, animations that cater to children. So that's kind of what's been going on with me. That's, you know, hopefully I can try to upload on this channel more if I can come up with ways to do more content. One thing I did have an idea for, and there goes that dog again. Sorry if the lighting's changing, like clouds are covering the sun and uncovering it over and over. So one thing I have been considering, and those who've been around for a while may know that this channel used to be like a food channel thing that my wife and I were doing, but we kind of gave up on it. And I was kind of thinking, I don't know, I don't really know if there's much to add in that genre of videos, but sometimes it seems like it would be fun to do, so I've kind of considered the idea of doing like food videos. But I don't really want it to be like the same as everyone else's, but like, how do you make it different and stuff? So it's a whole thing, but that's something I've been considering. Maybe more vlog stuff, maybe I'll try to do food stuff, I don't know. I don't know if anyone wants to see it, I don't know if there's anything to contribute in that way, but anywho, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. If you checked this out and listened to my amazing story that was interesting and maybe sad or something. Anyway, that's it for me. Maybe I'll throw some clips in at the end of this. Maybe I'll show you some stuff of my dog. I don't know. But either way, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel, and like and subscribe and all that good stuff. I shouldn't have to tell you that, but I did.